did this sketchbook come officially into the world once I draw its welcome page on the first page of this sketchbook. Now right here is a sturdy little guy with like a black hardbound cover, stiff enough pages like for coloring and sketching, and before we get into all that, we have to inaugurate this guy that was sitting there in the dust for months and with me impatiently waiting to start it. Now finally time has come and I took my scissors to cut up, all the packaging and stuff, but as you can see, I was too aggressive. I couldn't wait the month, and boom, I just ripped it open. Now while I show you my process of filling up the first page, I'm also going to give you guys some tips on how to overcome the anxiety of the fear of the first page. I'm really excited to fill something amazing on the first page of the sketchbook. It's kind of too risky if you just jump into the sketchbook right away, so I just want to keep it there for now, and then we can do the thumbnailing and then start the sketchbook slightly, and then we have that confidence to go back there and fill it up with something. And plus it's kind of like a warm-up if we do that. So yeah, let's start drawing. I was really scared of what I'd be drawing up until now, but now I really just want to go in and draw a unicorn, because first of all it's unicorn, and also I've just been really obsessed with these animals lately, and I picked this color red because I really get confused when it comes to colors, and I definitely don't like that ear very much. We've got to fix that. I need an eraser. Okay, whatever, let's try to go without that for now. In this video, I've only actually drawn the unicorn, the only thing on the second page, but I'd actually recommend drawing, filling up more pages of the sketchbook so that you get more confident with it. And here comes the moment we've all been waiting for, actually drawing on the first page, and also drawing a character, welcoming you to the sketchbook to draw something, and let's see what happens. Plan right now is to go over with a watercolor. The sketchbook, well, it's not quality watercolor paper, but it can hold maybe one layer of watercolor or something. When I tried it out here, it's kind of fine, so I just wanted to go in with a base layer of watercolor and then maybe go in with the color pencils. So let's do this. So I mixed up a pinkish peach and I applied the first layer on it. Also, I think watercolor works better if it's put on top of smudged, waxy colored pencils. So I want to talk a little bit about the paper of this sketchbook. The brand is called Rocco or something, and but if you're ever using similar kind of paper, make sure to be really gentle with it and don't let it get spots or be overworked by watercolor, because you want to do more stuff on it. The fourth tip is to have a positive mindset, and coming to the fifth is to draw something in your comfort zone, especially if you get really anxious of the outcome. I draw characters a lot. Working with color pencils is not my thing, but I'm not really that anxious and I think I can do it, so yeah. I think I'm gonna go with a purple or something and do the line art of the dress. So by now I think I've kind of developed an obsession or something, or just basically having fun with planning out my art digitally. Even if it doesn't turn out like that, I enjoy doing it. I put this little drapery around her feet was because I wasn't really in the mood to draw feet, the little things we do to, curl up the things I don't want to draw. Yeah, so, but I really do like the design, so now I'm not gonna, draw the feet now, because I really like that little thing going on there, and I really need to fix the hands. And if your hands are somewhat kind of getting, you know, if you get like nervous or if your hands get a little sweaty like mine, you can, you know, use a tissue or something and put your hand on top, because you don't want to smudge or anything. And if you're using watercolors especially, you don't want like the page to get all soaky and wet and so papery, and you know, don't want all the fibers to come out. So yeah. Oh well, to be a little truthful, I know I shouldn't be excited about painting, or I'm sorry, coloring a knee, but I am. I don't know why. I've just really been wanting to color a knee or a leg properly for some time, and I haven't been really getting the time or whatever to like do full-time studies, or maybe I'm not interested in it. But anyway, I was like really excited to paint this little knee there, so I think that's another big thing of the front page. Like, it's one of the focal points, I guess, because it's colored in pretty well, if you already saw the end result, or if you were to see the end result. And then out of the blue, I just got this idea to like add this you know, orangish backlighting like behind her. Maybe it doesn't really make any sense like in real life, like the lighting doesn't make sense, but it does look a little nice, so I went in and added that. And surprisingly, me as a person who doesn't, you know, use a lot of colors and don't throw in a lot of colors in there, I just somehow went with the flow, and I ended up using all this sunset-ish colors, and also added some other colors in the end, since I'm like, you know, I know what's gonna happen since I'm speaking from the future. So yeah, I hope you're just like enjoying the process. I really didn't want to cut out a lot of things from this video because I felt like it was, you know, I wanted everything to be there. I really don't know where this is going. Like, I do wanna, you know, go with the hair with this brown color that I found. I think I'm just on my way to discover like a new style for like sketchbooking or something. But I really do not want to color in the dress, first of all, because I don't know which color I'm gonna put there, and second of all, I just kind of like the way it is right now, so I'm not sure if I want to, like, you know, mess it up. Shall we just go in darker with like the line art for the hair? Yeah, I think. I definitely do like that glossy look, and I want to keep that. I've been kind of like, you know, observing that kind of that trick or like technique recently, so I guess it's like I'm finally putting it to the test, and I think it's working out pretty fine. I like it. It's like just the rest of the hair, like the top part and all these single, you know, strands are like pretty fine to color, but when it comes to like the hair as a whole big blob, it is hard, you know. I don't know what to do when it's come a big blob. Hehe. I think I'm just gonna like color it in like that. I want to keep the face shape because I have a past history of like destroying the face shape whenever I started coloring the hair, and I definitely do not want that to happen again. That wasn't needed. What do we do? After that, what happened is that I actually chose a color to color in the dress with, and also darkened in the shadows and gave the hair more of a glossy and shiny-ish look. I've also heard some people say to like blast on some favorite music of yours and just chillax and just start drawing according to your will, and you know, just have fun, and that music is really, you know, good for like, I don't know, giving you the ability to draw really well and just, you know, have fun. And that is actually the first time I tried it, and I must say it worked like magic, and it also gave me some, you know, color ideas and more stuff to like put on the first page. And yeah, I really did enjoy that, so I guess. And if you haven't tried it out yet as your art buddy, I would definitely recommend doing it. And talking about things like that work like magic, the thing I'm actually drawing on right now is a thing used to you know, raise the platform so that you don't like bend your neck. You know, it's for laptops and stuff really, but I thought it worked like magic for drawing too, and I tried it out, and it does. It works pretty well. And I think this thingamajig's main objective is to like prevent you from having a hunchback, but I think that is possible for artists who bend over their drawing too. So I just decided to use it as my easel because why not? I mean, and I'm glad I did it. Okay, so in my opinion, I went in too dark and made a very big fat stroke right under the neck, which makes it look weird. And I think I'd like to call it a neck beard, especially from I think Waffle's last video. um, but yeah, I somewhat kind of fixed it by rubbing it, gently with a little eraser at the on the top of your mechanical pencil, and it looks okay now. I also darkened the eyelashes, or I would say the eyeliner, with the blue that I had that I used to like color the little magical fantasy plant thingies at the top of the page. Or yep, and also darkened the outline of the dress because, as I said, I actually like the line art thing of the dress, especially since it looked so good in digital. I might not be an expert at color pencils, but I definitely do have some tips to share with you guys, especially in terms of like, blending the color pencils. Those tips will come in a little later from this, but right this at this moment, I just thought why not like have a gradient at the end, like from the end of the dress, which turned out to be a disaster, and I ended up making it a disaster by rubbing the end of it. But yeah, we have the ability to fix things, right? So I guess I tried to fix it, and I tried really hard, and in my head I was just screaming at myself for what I just did, and I blaming myself for overthinking, and I'm not exaggerating, literally that was what was going on in my head. And you can see that the paper kind of looks nasty right now, but we can fix that, and we don't have to always just look at that. Okay, the rest of the process was nice. Yeah, and I'm gonna just darken up the little wrinkles. Oh man, the wrinkles look like she's got some kind of a, I don't know, something on her. It looks like it's wet, or you know what happened to Howl in Howl's Moving Castle. Oh my god, I'm gonna just try to fix it. Ugh. I might be like this on the outside, but inside I'm eternally screaming at myself. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what I'm talking anymore. And the very heavenly orangish backlighting kind of disappeared when I darkened up the colors and everything, and again went over with the outline. So I'm trying to bring that back, and I also try to mess up the face again, which was a big fat mistake, especially with the paper really wearing out. And I don't know. So this is the little color pencil trick I wanted to say. It's like you kind of layer it over each other, and get to get like a smooth blended effect. And another thing that I did when I colored in the little thingies at the top of the page is I took the first color and I colored it in one direction, and when I took the other next one, that is the green, I colored it in the opposite direction of the blue, and then I just kept doing that and made it darker, and I got a nice little teal or turquoise right there. It's more bluish though. And I was really going for an Art Nouveau-ish text, look, which is why the lettering looks like that. But I really like it. And this is my sketchbook 3, but I think I'd call it my first official sketchbook. Now there's a little sixth tip I'd like to share with you, and that is, well, let's just say your first page didn't end up being so magical, professional, or the way you wanted it to be. It's okay, it's fine, it's an art journey, and all your mistakes are stepping stones to success. And once, if somebody flips through your sketchbook, your first page is going to be somewhat the last page they remember. And even if they remember it, what's so big? What's the big deal? It's, there's still more room for you to explore and make more art. So this is just another one of your art pieces. That's just it. Just take it in a light way and don't be so hard on yourself. I'm saying this from my personal experience, and when you're so hard on yourself, you can see everything in a very negative way, and even if it's maybe not that bad, you will see it as horrible and terrible. And sometimes that kind of a negative thinking can come from, being so frustrated or not taking a break. So in that case, just relax, just take a break and come back to it later. Drink something or eat something, maybe watch a movie, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, that was my sixth tip, and this is how my first page turned out to be. And even though I said bye, it's not bye yet. I have a seventh tip to share with you guys, which is also really crucial. That is to give your sketchbook a comfy little home somewhere, wherever. Keep it together with other sketchbooks or something. And also make sure to give yourself a nice little workspace where you can draw and experience your art journey in. So this is where I put my little guy in. I even decorated it a little bit, and it's so snug in there. It just fits perfectly, and I can't wait to fill it in and maybe even come up with a sketchbook tour. Secret message, not secret message, but still, my eraser is pretty much still unfaithful to me, and I hope you had fun either drawing along with me or watching this video, and I hope you learned some things from it. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. So until next time, bye!